Good evening. Good evening. Let me see. Instagram is doing something. What up? What up? Give it a couple more seconds for some people to come in. Really quickly, I have my chat overlay on the restream, just in case I see some Facebook comments or whatever come in. And my Instagram is in and out, so I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let me see what's going on. Discard. Do it again. Let's do it. See what's going on. All right, really quickly, we about to be a minute in. What up, y'all? I'm Courtney.Matthews, CEO of Matthews Technologies, where we get the right advice at the right time, and also the founder of the From Leads to Clients website. Feel free to check out our website, FromLeadsToClients.com. Feel free to schedule a strategy session with us, and let us see if we can be of service to you. So today is a very, I guess, humbling video that I'm making today. As you guys can see in the title, it's my mistakes. So, take money to make money, the whole hoopla shebang and stuff like that. But Facebook ads right now is kind of giving me a run for my money. So this video, I'm gonna break down a couple things that I made mistakes on when it came to Facebook ads, things you can do to avoid those mistakes and really get the ad results that you want. So really quickly, currently running the ad for a particular audience, and about a couple days in, I'm not seeing the results I think I should see. Right, so. For those who don't know, earlier this year I went to a coaching program, so I know how to do Facebook ads, Google ads, and all that other kind of jazz, right? But with Facebook, there's a technique to really getting your ad to operate and getting your ad to function. And for anybody watching on Facebook, feel free to drop a comment in here and let me know that you're in here. Instagram is gonna be in and out, so I don't know what that video is gonna do. So I'll probably have to reshoot that one. But anyway, my mistakes with Facebook ads. If you never read Facebook ads before, obviously when you get on Facebook, anything that you look at on the internet is basically it retargets you, and you end up seeing ads, whether it's on your timeline, whether it's in your stories. Sometimes ads may come in the form of a DM and stuff like that. So three things I'm gonna touch on with Facebook ads. First of all, you got to nail your audience. You got to nail the audience. Like you really got to hone in and get that right. So outside of the audience, you need to make sure that you have the proper offer for that audience. Number two is probably what I'm going to touch on the most because it is a big deal, and I'm going to tell you some of the mistakes I made. So, and lastly, unfortunately, being as though that Facebook ads cost, you have to give it time. Like you have to give it time. So I'm going to touch on those three things. And if you're doing Facebook ads currently, or if you've never done Facebook ads before, feel free to drop in the comments. If you want to do them in the future, if you don't know how to do them, definitely let me know in the comments, and we can chat about it. So really quickly, long story short, I'm currently running the ad. Mind you, it's December, holiday time. I know ads are more expensive. That's the nature of the beast. So I built this ad that I'm running for this particular niche or whatever, and I have my audience down, and I have everything put together, but my budget is $10 a day. So obviously you do that times 30 days, $300 a month, whatever the case may be. So I'm running this ad, and we're like a couple days in, and I had I think 11 to 12 leads or something like that, and I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong. So I go and I, go into the ad settings, and I look at everything, and I realize, like, wait a second, like I know I'm offering the right thing, but it may not look as appealing as it needs to be. So that's the look of it. And like I said, I'm saying that early because I just finished looking at my phone, looking at the analytics, and I'm like, well, wait a second. So I got to make some changes there. But number one is audience. 18 to 65, everybody on Facebook is not an audience. I mean, it's over 2 billion. It's billions of people in the world, and I don't know how many millions or if billions of people on Facebook. If you do not target a certain group of people, your ad will fail. Is going to fail because what's going on is obviously because you have a spending budget. Facebook is trying to figure out ways to put your ad in front of the right people who's going to click that ad and potentially become a lead, buy a product, whatever the case may be. So in the Facebook ad you can generate audiences, and if you just create a generic audience of everybody on Facebook, everybody who visited Facebook in a certain amount of time, and like I said, between the ages of 18 and 65, whatever you're selling to them, if that's not quote unquote their pain point or that's not something that they're looking to buy, your ad probably won't get a ton of traffic, and you could find yourself spending a lot of money and not really getting any conversions. So that's the audience. My rule of thumb with an audience is definitely look into if you're in a service-based business, job titles, um, people who actually do the job, not necessarily um, people who follow these job pages, people who are not interested in learning about those jobs. You really need to find people like, so for example, if your target audience is doctors, you don't need to be looking at people who doing landscaping. You don't need to be looking at people who doing roofing. You need to be looking at people who are a doctor. It can be a dentist. It can be a surgeon. Like it could be all of these things you can band together and make an audience. And usually, and all of these are just my experiences and my thoughts and my opinions. The ads that I've had to be most successful is when I target between maybe 200,000 people to maybe, a half a million people. And that might be pushing it, but usually that 200,000 range in there, you really get a decent subset of people. And when you build these ads, like they ask you these different questions, like what kind of audience you looking for. And typically when you get the first audience right, I typically do like a 1% lookalike audience, and then I'll duplicate that audience, and then what I'll do is I'll try to come up with 4 different ad sets. Ad sets are just basically your audiences. I try to come up with 4 different ad sets, and I'm casting a wide net, but I'm focused on a particular set of people. And so yeah, so that's the audience piece. So secondly I want to talk about is the offer itself. For example, if you're running an ad and you got a coupon and your coupon looks like crap, you're not talking about the offer you giving them on the coupon. Basically they click on the ad and they just see a picture of your logo. Good luck with that. Like you need to really have something that's going to be appealing and enticing to the person who's going to click on your ad, because they have to feel like they see value in it. And the ads that I'm currently running and that I've seen success on is I just basically give them for example, I'm doing an ebook. I give them the cover of the ebook where they see what's in it. And that way they're able to look at it and like, oh, I see he has this. Like, let me go ahead and download it. Let me read about it. And to be quite honest, 99% of the people, 99% of the people who download the ad or your ebook or whatever the case may be, they don't use it. And that's from an ebook perspective. Obviously, if it's a coupon code or if it's a sale or if you're selling a product, that's a totally different thing. But you want to make sure your offer is it sticks out. Whether it's a 3D image of a book, whether it's a very professional picture of the product, you really have to make sure that your image and the offer that you're giving them really coincides and meshes with the ad itself. And again, like I'm telling you, like if you're advertising to landscaping companies and you got a picture of a doctor, it's not going to make any sense. Or if you don't have any what I like to call highlight words that really stick out to them, for example, again, I'm gonna keep using the ebook ad because that's what I'm current what I was running and stuff like that. So for example, if you want 60 plus leads a month, like 60 plus leads a month on the ebook cover, showing them what they're going to get in this book, it's almost like a guarantee you win because you're giving them a metric, you're like, hey, listen, like if you want 60 plus leads a month, you might need to implement some of these things in your website and whatever the case may be. And then, you have something that really like shows them what they're physically getting. And lastly, like I said, I don't want to sit up here too long, but lastly, it's time. You have to properly budget for your ads. If you want a certain result, like you're gonna have to, spend some money. If you want some traffic to come in, stairs. If you want some traffic that you want to come in, okay. If you want, high level traffic to come in, you're gonna have to spend like 30, 40, $50 a day. You can get it done with 10, but you're gonna have to have that ad run for quite a bit of time to really make sure that you're getting the proper outcome out that ad. Obviously you can do $1 a day, $2 a day, $3 a day, whatever the case may be. And obviously because it's Christmas time and it's the holidays, the ads are more expensive. And but you got to give it time. My rule of thumb is dedicate a couple hundred to it. And like I said, you can always start small, like $5 a day, $10 a day, $15 a day, and until you're able to generate revenue and scale your business, then you can start doing $400 a day, $500 a day, and because at that point, you're spending $400 or $500 a day. Even if you're getting 10 leads a day, you're probably going to get 5 or 6 of them to convert, at best. And that's a phenomenal conversion rate for the amount of money you spend if you're selling a high profile service or product, but. So those are the three things that I wanted to give you guys in regards to doing Facebook ads. If you've never done Facebook ads before, feel free to go to our website and book a strategy call. We can definitely, talk you through and help you out with that if you have any questions. Or if you don't have a website at all that you want to drive that Facebook traffic to, definitely go to our website, book a strategy call, and we can definitely see if you would be a good fit for us. Like I mentioned, we can look at your website if you have a website. If you already have a website up and you just don't have those proper connections or you don't have those tools in place, we can definitely talk about it and get that done for you. So just a brief recap. My biggest mistakes with Facebook ads. Yes, I've spent some money, and some ads have done well, some ads have not. It's the name of the game. It's the nature of the beast. But one day I will perfect it, and I will have ads that end up running all year long, and all I have to do is make phone calls. Obviously, referral prospects are good too, but I want to really, take my business to the next level and really get in front of people who may not even know that these services exist. So, like I mentioned, give your ads time. Make sure you develop the proper offer and the proper imagery of your ad or video content. You could do videos and shoot ads too. And then make sure you have the right audience. Audience is key. If you're showing an ad to the wrong people, it's not gonna do well. I guarantee it. So if you got any other questions, feel free to go to our website or drop a comment or check out our social media for other tips and tricks. I'm up here 2 days a week. And welcome to another episode of Come Chat with the CEO. I'm Courtney.Matthews, CEO of Matthews Technologies, the founder of From Leads to Clients website, where we give the right advice at the right time. Y'all have a good one and see y'all Thursday.